Hey, Randy. Yeah, that's right. We're live outside of UMC. We've got Dr. Elder joining us live. We can't thank you enough. I know you've been so busy. Walk us through the most new information. I know it's minute by minute here.
Yeah, so overall, we received about 30 patients here at the hospital from the initial scene as well as from transfers from other hospitals here to our level 1 trauma center. As of today, we have about 13 patients still in the hospital, ranging from the ICU to the med-surg floor.
So 13 still here. How many did you take in originally?
We took in 26 originally the night of the incident, and throughout the later in the day, we took another 4 from other hospitals here at the university.
Walk us through, in your eyes, I know I've interviewed you so many times. You've seen a lot. New Orleans has never seen anything like this. Have you ever in your career?
Yeah, no, I think this is the most critically ill and highest number of patients in a short period of time that we've really seen in the region for something like this. And so, this hospital was just blocks away from where this occurred. Patients arrived here very quickly by EMS, which was great. We had a large number of really critically ill individuals all at once that got here. And with that, we saw both blunt and penetrating trauma from gunshot wounds to the blunt injuries from the vehicle. And so that was really a different scenario that we hadn't seen before.
Walk us through, I mean, this is some of the best care, level 1 trauma center. Walk us through some of the injuries and the treatment and care you'll have done over the past few days.
Yes, we're lucky. We have 2 medical schools here between LSU and Tulane who provide trauma surgeons that take care of our patients here. In addition to all of our nurses, staff that are here 24/7 as a level 1 trauma center to take care of the sickest of the sick trauma patients. And so that night we saw anything from gunshot wounds to gunshot wound graze injuries to the blunt trauma, which would be, blunt trauma to the chest and the abdomen with internal bleeding, head injuries, as well as a high number of orthopedic injuries, a lot of broken arms and legs due to the impact from the vehicle.
How are you and your staff doing? This has got to be a lot. I know it takes a toll. How are you personally doing?
We're doing well. This is stuff that we train for to take care of these critically ill patients. And when we get this number, it obviously can be a lot. But we have a team that prepares for this, we train for this, and then now we're in the part where we're not only taking care of the patients and the patients' families that are here with us, but we're also reaching out to our employees, our healthcare workers, and seeing what they need after going through something like this.
And like I said, I know you've seen so much throughout your career. Is there one story that just comes to mind that really just touched your heart?
Yeah, I think, here in what we've seen, it's really just, in this incident, we had people from, locally, from international, and so they're really all over the world. We're downtown when this happened, and so now we're trying to make sure that we can get those patients with their family here together so we can continue to take care of the patients and move forward. And so we've just had such a wide variety of people from so many different walks of life from all over the world. It's just been amazing to see how people come together when something like this happens to allow us to take care of the patient and their families.
What would be your message to the city? I think everyone is kind of you walk around and you see kind of people just with a blank stare sometimes trying to comprehend this. So what would be your message to just New Orleans right now?
I think for us, we're a city who we're used to these large crowds. We have events all the time. We're going to have more events upcoming. Now's the time to know that we should continue to do what we want to do and don't let acts of terrorism like this dissuade us from being New Orleanians and doing all the things we do. We have public officials, police, law enforcement, the governor's office here to support and protect everybody. Let them do their job with that. I think we as citizens should both, remember what happened, obviously grieve for those who are lost, take care of those that we're here to take care of, but then also continue to do what we do as New Orleanians because, it is important. It's part of who we are. It's part of the city. And we don't want other people's actions to change what we do.
Well said. All right, Dr. Elder, I know you're a very busy man. We can't thank you enough for taking the time out of your busy schedule to speak with us this afternoon.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. I appreciate it and all the work. Thank you so much. So again, Dr. Elder live right there. He's going to get back to work, but again, giving a very powerful message here in New Orleans. Guys, back to you.
All right, thank you for that, Aubrey. And of course, for the latest information on that